How do you build positive relationships in your life? Think about your friends, your spouse, your family. Did you think about conversations you have or kind things you do for those people in your life? Now think of a classroom full of children or adolescents. Are positive relationships still important? Of course. A child is a multifaceted individual. A child has complex needs yet wants independence. A child believes to know everything yet is naive about the world around him. A child has a home life that is challenging in its own way yet yearns to be just like his peers. Now multiply this by 20 to 30 and you have a classroom setting where all students are expected to learn specific concepts, develop understanding, and meet the same standards under observation of one person, you. How do you make this happen without the help of Superman?
Armani, what are you doing?
I'm making 12 and adding 20.
What did you get?
32.
All right, go ahead, fill it out.
Research shows that teachers who have the greatest impacts are ones who build relationships. Whether you teach younger students or those who are nearly adults, it is crucial to take time to get to know your students on a personal level. As the teacher, how can you relate to the child instead of just the student? What questions can you ask each child to show you care? What night do you have practice? Who is your best friend? What are your struggles at school? Who's your favorite teacher? Knowing little personal pieces of information that relates to the child instead of the student enables you to build a rapport and trust with the student. This leads to a classroom environment where students are comfortable to ask questions or ask for help. Students want to demonstrate growth and work with you. Like all relationships, though, this doesn't guarantee perfect behavior all of the time. What are some strategies to keep yourself calm and your relationship strong? Here are some thoughts. Allow students to be honest. Not all students will agree with you. Not all students will like what you have to teach. Not all students will like you. This is okay. Allowing students to share their opinions in a respectful manner without a fear of you getting mad at them builds the trust needed for them to learn with you. If a student does not know how to express his feelings in a respectful way, teach him. You may be the only one that will take the time to do this for him because you know that moment will not be the only time he has an opinion. Acknowledge your students' likes and dislikes. While encouraging honesty will be appreciated, it's important to take this next step too. Allowing your students to share what they like and dislike opens doors for learning opportunities as well as increased student comfort level with you. Don't take student actions or insults personally. Your students will have a lot going on a lot of the time, and sometimes you will get the brunt of their frustration or pain. Whether they are acting inappropriately, name-calling, or refusing to do any of your stupid work, keep your composure and work to calm the situation. Reflect on your part of situations and apologize when necessary. True, important feedback can come out of the mouths of babes, but how often do you actually listen? There will be times when your students let you know that you are unfair or even rude. Don't retaliate, but on your own time reflect. Was there any truth to their words that you could work on? If an apology is warranted, give one. Kids are pleasantly surprised when an adult admits their faults, and being a model to students for taking ownership of your mistakes is powerful. So if you slip up, as all teachers do, take the high road and apologize. You'll be amazed of what it can do for your relationships with your students. Choose your battles. Schools have rules, but not everything needs to become a battle, even if that means you have to repeat yourself 10 times a day. Rules made by adults don't always make sense to children. Have conversations and allow them to ask questions or give opinions. Allowing them to feel heard goes a long way. Set high expectations. If your expectations are too low, they won't have anything to work towards. They won't get that feeling that you believe in them and think they can be better. While you want expectations to be obtainable, making them just out of the reach gives students opportunities to work hard to better themselves. All of these suggestions help create a classroom environment that is safe and comfortable for all students. While you have to make your classroom your own, adding these human characteristics by building meaningful relationships helps minimize issues that may arise and get in the way of learning. So, in setting up your classroom and thinking about your methods of managing 25 complex, strong, and naive minds, plan on conversations, listening, learning, and maybe even a high five or hug.